Alright, so today I'm going to be cooking chocolate chip cookies with just what I have in the house without looking at a recipe. So first, what do you need? You need flour. I don't actually have flour, so I'm going to be using this Trader Joe's lemon shortbread bar mix. It's got sugar, unbleached flour, some powdered sugar, and some other like flavoring ingredients. Doesn't have anything to give it a rise. So that's where my baking powder will come in. Not sure how much. I guess I'll put 1/8 of a teaspoon in. Now this has sugar, which is good because I only have powdered sugar on me, so I won't have to use that. I'll be using some brown sugar. I've got these. I don't have chips, but I have unsweetened chocolate bars. I'll chop this up, put this in as topping. I of course have farm fresh egg. Only one egg. Let's hope that's enough. I don't have butter, but I have ghee. And of course, I have milk. So between these ingredients and of course some cocoa powder, I'm pretty sure I'll be able to come out with a pretty damn good chocolate chip cookie that will just destroy anyone else who tries to make them, even if they have better ingredients and an actual recipe. Like I said, I don't actually have a recipe that I'm using, so hopefully this will work out. Let's see, I got the flour, put that in. Let's see, how much we got here? Wow, that is really lemony. I want to say that lemon and chocolate is a good pairing. You got citrus and you got chocolate. But I'm confident that even though I don't remember how to make chocolate chip cookies, this will stir. I got an instinct. Let's add a little bit of milk in here, not too much. I want to say like a tablespoon of milk. Right, that sounds about right. Maybe even just clarify butter. That looks like a tablespoon. So let's go with 2.5 tablespoons. That's gonna be my. I don't know about this. Oh man, it's so lemony. It's like it's just lemon, you know? I'm gonna have to put a lot of chocolate in this to balance out the lemon. Yeah, let's say. Oh, you know what I should have done? I should have added the baking powder before I mixed the wets and dries, but oh, ooh, that was close. This is actually looking okay. Now it's too wet, which is fine because I'm going to be adding some chocolate powder. Ooh, that was too much. All right, that's fine. Let's keep going. Now it's smelling like chocolate. That's exactly what you want in a chocolate chip cookie. I should add some baking soda in here too to help it rise. It's so wet. Yeah, maybe a bit more. Yeah. Because the starch might like thicken it up a little bit more in the sugar. And hey, who doesn't like sugar? So ooh, that's really clumpy though. This must be really old powdered sugar though. Oh no. Alright, this is fine. Now the consistency is like a McDonald's flurry, which I can work with. Whoa, is this expired oil thing? Whoa, okay. These are not going to be chocolate cookies, but I think they're going to be good. So I'm still going to win on that metric of it tasting good. They kind of smell like the McDonald's McFlurries anyway, which to me is good. They're in between like a Wendy's. Doesn't it just look like the Wendy's Frosties. It just does. Is because this is not my usual kitchen. I'm hanging out in someone else's kitchen, and all right, let's see how they turned out. Some mixed results. Here was the first batch. It came out pretty flat and floppy. It actually tastes kind of good, but they're kind of like I can fold them like burritos, right? So, not crispy, floppy, spread out really far. When I spread out, I was like, wait a second. I only put like 2 tablespoons of ghee in there. I don't think that's nearly enough. And ghee is like, it melts way faster than butter, I think. So, I mixed some more butter into the batter. And then I got this, which is, these are actually crispy, right? So, you know, these have some form to them. They still spread out, but they're at least crispy, crunchy. So these are fine. I like these a lot, actually. Then I was like, okay, well, they're still spreading out. I think that's because it's melting too fast before it bakes. So I froze, like I put the dough in the freezer for like a bit before I cooked it. And then I got these, which are, it didn't spread out as much, they have some puff to them. The edge is burnt, obviously. But they're basically chocolate chip cookies. A little pitted. And obviously, again, you know, the edges are burnt. Probably could use a parchment paper or something, but I didn't have it. But I'm actually okay with how these came out. I don't mind a little bit of burnt edges. These taste like normal chocolate chip cookies. I don't even taste lemon. On that note, turned out, even the mix was expired. So this was even expired. I think the baking powder was also expired by 2 years. And that's not going to hurt you. It's not bad, but if baking powder is expired, it's not going to have as much rise. So that's part of why I was experiencing this. Obviously, the other part is I wasn't using enough butter, or I wasn't using butter, and the butter that I was using was warm, so it was going to melt faster. And when your butter is too warm, it's going to spread out. And that also is why these burnt, because it's spreading out. It's not cooking fast enough, and it's not rising very well because of the baking powder. So, you know, I had a couple issues going on with this recipe. But considering the circumstances where pretty much all my ingredients, except for the egg and milk, thankfully, were expired. And ultimately, these taste passable. I would give these to, this is the roommate test, I would give these to a roommate and be like, here, have a cookie, and I'm sure they would not complain. These do not pass the roommate test. These don't either. I mean, I like them, but I would not be proud giving these to someone else. So, I don't know exactly what the recipe for this would be. I probably wouldn't try this recipe again, but I did make chocolate chip cookies. So for that, I feel like this is a success. Thanks for watching.